Hello people, Master Monster here, and this is Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, a game I have already played and beaten and pretty much 100%ed on my Switch. I will now be playing, beating, and 100%ing on my Xbox. I buy $40 each time. I didn't get a review code, because frankly, they can have my money. I've been supporting one of the developers, Tim Remmers, on Twitch. I supported him for a year, and then around the time the game was about to release, I had to unsubscribe due to financial reasons, not that I was in a hard spot, but I wanted to start seriously saving up for a car, and I'm still seriously saving up for a car. But this is easily my most anticipated game of the year. It's not Starfield, which releases in a few days, and honestly, I feel like this is definitely a game that should you not have that much money, $40 versus the $70 thing, you might want to go for this first, honestly. Starfield, I know I'm gonna start talking about Starfield. Anyways,
Hey!
So, I was talking to a guy on Discord the other day. This game is what a lot of people have been heralding as Bomb Rush 3, this is Bomb Rush, or not Bomb Rush, Jet Set Radio 3 and Jet Set Radio successor. But I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not that. But in the best way possible, it's not that. It's so much more. It's so much, it's Dion Coster, the maker of this game, grew up, or played SSX, Tony Hawk, and Jet Set Radio Future. From my understanding, I believe he said that in multiple interviews. And that game takes elements from all of those. To call it a successor is to kind of, say, I feel like doesn't do it enough credit. It is hands down one of the freshest games out there right now, because let's face it, Sega has not released a Jet Set Radio game in over 20 years, and this is not Jet Set Radio. It's just like, I feel like that's what it comes down to. Like there's no Jet Set Radio. Now, if you're a fan of Jet Set Radio or Jet Set Radio Future, you're gonna love this game. If you like the Tony Hawk games, you might like this game. If you like the SSX games as well, it's the same kind of fun tricking experience you get in SSX and Tony Hawk, but you just do it in a different air environment, which is a really basic way to put it. But the story in this game is way better than I thought it was gonna be, and as someone I've played all their games. Was it Megabyte Punch? Yes, Megabyte Punch and Lethal League Blaze. I never played Lethal League because I think that's a free PC or like Flash game or something like that. I could be wrong. I never really looked too much into Lethal League. I just know the predecessor of Lethal League Blaze, which is also a really fun game, like 4-person party game. Or not really party, but you can grab a few friends and play that game together with them, and it's still really fun. And it also has this art style that it has this style of art, which is why I kind of started supporting Tim and getting so interested in the game, is because you're already here. You didn't even do the thing.
What's up, dog?
Because I knew when BRC's trailer, I knew they knew the style, and that they would nail this. So there was never a doubt in my mind that this game wasn't gonna be something special. And oh boy, was I right. Everything from the graffiti that you just saw me do to the movement, everything feels nice. It feels snappy. There's secrets, collectibles to find. I was not expecting there to be so many collectibles in a game just about like spray painting and stuff. And the areas, it's crazy how many like secrets they have like strewn about, hidden about. And I love it. I love it. I love it. I've already spent, I think, close to 40 hours on it on the Switch. Looked around a 35-minute ballpark or higher if you're looking to 100% the game. Probably less if you're, if you're looking at videos and stuff, which I honestly, you might get frustrated and end up doing that if you're one not really, like just searching around and wandering around and you just want to find all the things, and that's fine. You do you, look it up. But I'd say go into this blind and maybe just explore some areas, and once you think you've got everything, maybe then just look up videos for X thing, if that's what you're wanting to do. But I haven't looked anything up, and I've been able to find mostly everything. Once you beat an area's rival game, you will be able to find a map in the area. Now you're not told where that map is, but it's usually like sitting out in the open somewhere. I wish it was a little more visually flaring. It does spin, but I wish there was more of a glitter to it, because there are some few backdrops, specifically in the dawn, where it kind of blends into its background to the point where I jumped past it and looked over it like multiple times, even though I was like looking kind of straight at it. But other than those are like, these are minor gripes, it's not really an issue. It's a non-issue thing. And I would love to see where they take this game in the future. If they honestly, if they want to do a sequel or another game in this series, they'll have my full support. I definitely think while this game's a good start, and it's not a perfect game, especially with some of the phone navigation menu, so there could be a little bit more smoothness with how you navigate the phone, specifically like if I want to play one song and then I put the phone away, and or like searching up graffiti, if I want to get to the extra large I have to scroll all the way through the smalls to the mediums, or the mediums to the larges, and then I'm at the extra larges, and that can be a little cumbersome. Just being able to like press down up when you're at the top of the menu, a little bit at the bottom would have been nice. But once again, like minor gripes that you only start to realize once you've like done everything and you're just kind of like trying to jam out and play music.
I got visuals.
This is definitely one of those games I on the Switch, and I think that's why I say around 35 instead of 40 for 100% completion. Even though I haven't fully completed the game yet, I've spent countless hours on my Switch just chilling, doing combos, and just it's extremely satisfying to play this game and do combos. Fighting the police is like the only really annoying thing, and there's a switch. There's a patch out on the Xbox already that or not the Xbox, PC, my bad. That's gonna fix a lot of the end game of top presence being annoying, which was annoying me because I just didn't spray paint anything. So maybe I'll go back on the Switch and like redo some paints and try to look for the last of the graffiti I have in that game, because I'm apparently missing a bit. Because you get a special award for taking everything, and I won't spoil what that is. The challenges for the bonus characters are the end game content they have is great. I was also not expecting that. So yeah, get this game, check it out. Team Reptiles, Mama Cyberpunk. The only excuse I'd say you would have if you just didn't like skating games and you only like FPSs, if this isn't your style of game, at all, and you know it, don't buy it, obviously. But if you think you might be at all interested in it, trust me, the soundtrack, I didn't even mention this before, the soundtrack is buttery smooth. The songs that the team picked out just do so much to punch up the story and everything else with the game. It's all like it feels like it's this like consistent package of just good like visual like consistency, like smooth music, smooth gameplay, you know, and the amount of bugs on launch were mostly limited, like at least on the Switch that I encountered, were mostly just limited to not being able to do certain customization things, and that was it. And those are, I think, all being patched once these patches drop. So I hope you guys will get this game, and you all have a nice day. Let me know what you think, how you're enjoying the game, if this, you know, and if you like the video, you know, and want to drop a like and subscribe, go for it. And with that, I'm gonna be